My name is Maria Mondragon, and I'm part of the solution consultant team here at Applause. And my day-to-day is basically talk to customers, see what kind of problems they're facing, and try to come up with solutions to help them improve their digital properties. You don't know what you don't know, right? The power of the crowd is shedding light into those things that you don't know. So I think that's the thing that really highlights the work that we do. It's really important how things have changed. Before, people were used to going to the store, going inside, seeing what they like, and always talking to someone. Now everyone is on their phones, on a computer. So it's important not to only have all of the information needed for the customer, but also that flows are flawless so that they can actually complete them without having to interact with anyone. Being able to get that same quality that they were whenever they were in the store. So one of the things that we look for always is completing all of those journeys. So from the time they start looking for something to completing a purchase, right? That they don't have any crashes or functional issues, but that they can also understand how the flow works and make it easier for them. One of the things that struck me when I started working a lot with retail customers is a lot of the times they want to go global, right? Let's say they start in the US and they have a specific brand image that they want to issue to their customers and people, demographics that they want to speak to. And once they move to another country, they don't realize that the same messaging might not be the right one in a country. So they really need to understand the culture in each country. They really need to understand the people and also the way of living, right? And how things change there. For example, it happens to me all the time is my name is really long, right? So whenever I go into a digital flow and they ask for my name, sometimes my name doesn't fit. So if you think about Germany, addresses are also really long. They have to really make sure that even if you start in one country, whenever you expand, that you're tailoring everything to each country, not only the brand image, but also that your digital properties are ready for that. With payments, something that's really important is understanding the markets. Not everyone uses the same forms of payment. Maybe the payment is not part of the country where you're living, right? So for example, if you talk about Europe, they like using a lot more debit card than credit card, and the US is more credit card. So if you're having this mindset of it's the same payment method all over the place, then a lot of the times people are gonna want the product, they would want to buy something, they get to the payment flow and they're like, oh, well, the payment form that I have is not even accepted. So how am I gonna pay for it? So a lot of the times that's where the abandonment happen. And then the other part of it is actually completing the payment. Once I already given the information, am I able to complete that payment without any problems? Then you go into the statements, right? Once you get your statement, does it really reflect as? So there's different things that you need to take care of, and testing it with real people, with real in-market payment methods, it's important to do. The main differentiator that we have is people that are fully managing everything, that are also in country and understand the nuances of dealing with the testers. That's going to give you the best insight. We have real people with real devices in each of the countries. They also speak the language. They also know about the culture. So the insights that you're going to get from these people are necessary in order to take your digital properties to the next level.